Hey everyone, we're going to be doing a really nice relaxed video today. Nothing too intense, nothing too serious. I just thought we could sit down in front of the camera, have a little bit of a chat about Christmas stuff. I could address a few questions I've recently got on social media, and at the same time we're going to be doing a makeup-y look and playing with some makeup that the brand Folklore was lovely enough to send me. So let me show you a few of the goodies that they sent me before we get into the talking about interesting stuff. Because I know not all of you are makeup fans, but quite a few of you are. And you'll know that I love my makeup, you know I do. And you know I'm always looking for cruelty-free makeup, and I'm always looking for affordable makeup because I don't have the most money. I can't go spending 50 quid on a palette. That's not my style. So this brand, when they approached me, really appealed to me for those two reasons. It's affordable, they ship everywhere in the world, which is really cool, and most importantly, they're cruelty-free. If they weren't, I would have just been like, nah mate, you're alright. But because they are, I was like, you know what, I will give it a go and tell people my honest opinions. So they were lovely enough to send me all of these goodies. Look at them. It's too many for my hands. Basically, we have 2 eyeshadow palettes, a highlighter, a blush, and 2 matte lip products. They let me choose what I wanted, which is amazing. And I was like a kid in a candy shop, and I was like, I want everything. There was so much fun stuff on their website. It was amazing. If you want to check out the website for yourself, it's folklore.com. Put a link down in the description below if you want to check it out. From what I've played with these so far, I'm very impressed, especially for the price. It's a lot of fun, and they have a really huge range of loads of different stuff. So yeah, I figured today, for something fun, try out a few of these products. I'm going to do a kind of Christmassy look, which is going to be really fun, and we're just going to chat about Christmas stuff while I do it. So before I get into using that, I'm just going to prep my face a little bit with a Revolution Pro Pore Reducing Primer. Don't judge me, use my fingers. I've already got my brows done from earlier in the day, and I do have a little bit of leftover mascara on as well from when I went out to the shop earlier. And now I'm just going to prime my eyes with the NYX white eyeshadow base. Basically just going to pop a little bit of this on the lids and then pat it in with a makeup sponge to try and make it all smooth. This will help the colours that I put on underneath kind of pop a little bit and stand out a bit more. I want a really nice bright glitzy Christmas look, something really fun. These eyeshadow palettes have the most gorgeous glitter shades, which is why I picked them. So I'm going to do some really cool Christmassy stuff with that. I kind of want to use all of them, but you're snoring again, babe. You hear her. Kyra's over there snoring on the floor like a little angel. Alright, now I'm going to start on the eyes. Let me just show you these 2 palettes. So I got this one, which I've got to say, the packaging, surprisingly, really high quality. I was so impressed. They all came in proper cardboard sleeves with another layer of packaging so they didn't get damaged, and then the actual palettes inside. I was impressed. The palettes have these gorgeous little decent high quality mirrors in, and at least one of the palettes comes with a little brush, which is actually a pretty decent brush. I never get that in palettes. I never use the brushes that come with it, but this one's not too bad. Anyway, so this one is lots of reddish and orange and yellowy shades, which, you know, I chose for Christmas, obviously. And then, so this is the Burning palette, and this is called Sweet as Honey, and this one I got for all the glitter shades. Look at these. You can see I've already been playing with these and swatching them already. I've not used all the colours on my face. I've not used any of the colours from this one yet on my face, but the other one I did do a little pinky kind of shimmery look earlier, which was really fun. So for today, for this Christmas look, what I think we're going to do is, there's 2 really pretty reds here. The red here called Pottery, and then the red here called Cordovan. I really like them both. This one's a bit darker. I'm going to use both of them. Don't judge me. I'm going to use both of them. Alright. I'm going to start with a really fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this deep peach shade here from the Sweet as Honey palette and start applying it above my crease and blending it out really softly all the way up to my brow bone. Don't know how much this is going to show up on camera because it's quite subtle, but it's a very pretty colour. So while I do this, let's talk Christmas. You guys know that I love Christmas, right? I know if many of you were watching my channel this time last year, but I did a whole, should atheists celebrate Christmas video, and it went down pretty well. Most people seem to agree with me that yes, of course we can. Christmas doesn't just have to be a religious thing. But of course this year, I post on Instagram and stuff about me and Dan putting our tree up and our decorations and stuff. And of course I got plenty of comments from people being like, but you're an atheist. How do you celebrate Christmas? And I was like, well, same way as anyone else, with buying far too many presents for my family, putting up decorations and eating far too much food, you know, the fun stuff. Just gonna switch to the Burning palette and use this red shade Pottery to start kind of defining this area between the crease and brow bone a little bit more. Just so you know, I'm totally making this up as I go along. But yeah, and if people want to know why I do that and why I celebrate Christmas in that way, it's just simply because it's fun, and why not? Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't me and my family enjoy, you know, spending time together? And it's a bank holiday and stuff, so Dan obviously gets the time off work, my family gets the time off work. Living so far apart from my parents and my sister and my brother and sister-in-law as well and everyone, Christmas is like the only time we all get to sort of get together and spend it together and have a lot of fun. And can I just say how pigmented these colours are? Seriously. It's nice though, they're surprisingly blendable. I often find with the cheaper eyeshadows and stuff, it's really, really hard to blend them. And I say cheaper not just in price, but in quality. These don't seem to be cheap quality, which is impressive. And I've got to say, before anyone asks as well, I'm not being paid for a good review, none of it. They just sent me some products to try for free, so, you know, I can be as honest and as brutal as I want. This reddish shade is a little bit kind of pinky, which is quite nice, but I do want something a bit deeper for a more Christmassy tone. So I'm going to switch to a smaller brush in a minute and go in with that darker red. So I'm switching to one of my favourite Spectrum blending brushes. I love this. It's the B07 one. Oh, I own so many of these. Spectrum brushes are my favourites. And one day I'm going to replace all the brushes I own with Spectrum brushes when I can afford that. So I'm going to go in for this deep red Cordovan shade here from the Sweet as Honey palette and start to kind of take this into my crease and define that a little bit more and add a little bit more shadow to it. I feel like if people want to be religious with Christmas and treat it as a purely religious thing for them, and that's how they enjoy it, then that's fantastic, and they should be able to do that for themselves, and they should enjoy that. But I don't think there should ever be any pressure for anyone else to celebrate it in that way. And I don't think people should get too possessive about it either, you know? I mean, sure, Christmas might have once been a Christian thing, but it was also once a pagan thing, and so on and so on. I don't think anyone should ever have a right in today's society to say, no, this is only my thing and you can only celebrate it in one way. I feel like as long as people are enjoying themselves, looking out for people, just in general being respectful, I don't see why it matters. Me choosing the 25th of December to buy some presents for my family doesn't hurt anyone else's religion or way to celebrate their religion, you know? It looks so patchy with the lighting, but it's not all in real life. This is a real struggle. I definitely haven't got all my lighting and stuff figured out and set up to make makeup and me look good yet. Not quite there. Now I'm going to take another little blending brush and I want to add some shadow. I want to make it a little bit more smoky. So let's go with this shade from the Burning palette called The Night. Nice little chocolatey brown colour here. And I'm going to take a tiny bit and start to darken this inner corner. So many of the big main things that we associate with Christmas now were not Christian in origin. The tree is pagan. Santa has his own little origin stories. There's many stories about where he came from, to be honest. Now I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to start going in with some of these glittery shades. There's a really pretty green glittery one here called Danger. Look at this. This is so Christmassy. I'm really hoping it's not going to clash with the red too much, but I'm going to put a little bit of this on and hope for the best. This is so sparkly. This is not showing up half as well on camera as it looks in real life. This is so pretty. So I'm only putting glitter on the crease. I don't want to take it any higher. Don't judge me, I'm just going to use my finger to blend it a little bit into the centre of the eye. It's got quite a greyish base, but then the green glitter just pops through and steals the show. I'm running out of brushes here and they need washing. Don't judge me, I'm going in with my fingers. Switching back to the Burning palette. And I'm going to use this really gorgeous shade here called Queen. I love this. It's reddish undertones, but it's got some gold glitter in there and little bits of pink. It's going to be really pretty. I'm going to try, with my finger, just blending this into the green. Starting on the centre of the lid. This is my favourite colour so far. I love this one. And do the same thing with this lid. And now, because I cannot be controlled and I just want all the glitter, I'm going to go in with this shade here called, I don't even know how to pronounce that, chamois or something like that. I don't know. It sounds French. It's a really gorgeous goldy coloured shade. Blend from the inner corner of the lid. I feel like this isn't showing up half as well on video as it looks in real life, but it's so pretty. Damn it. But yeah, like I say, I'm really looking forward to Christmas this year. I get to meet my little niece for the first time. Like I say, she's a couple months old at the minute and I cannot wait. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. So excited. She's such a little cutie. Her name's Matilda. It's only a couple of weeks old. Plus, I've gone really over the top this year as well with presents for my sister. Oh, I can't wait for her to see what I've got her. I have mentioned it on a stream, but that was a really long stream that she was never going to watch. She might watch this one, so I'm not going to say what it is, even though I think she knows. I think she suspects. Oh, hi. I love you too. There's Dan and Kyra at the window. Oh, they're being so cute. I love them both. They're adorable. Oh my god, they're adorable. They make me smile so much. Okay, I'm going to take a small brush now. I'm going to take this goldy shade here called Sienna from the Burning palette, and I'm going to apply this under my, like on the lower lash line here. Bring it all the way up into the red. I just want some glitter is all. That's going really over the top here and enjoying it. It's Christmas. If you can't sparkle at Christmas, when can you? One thing I have kind of missed these last couple of years, though, is Christmas parties. Like, work Christmas parties. They're always such a fun excuse to just get drunk and be silly and act like idiots, and I miss it. I really do. Being a YouTuber, like, you just, it's not the same, you know? Okay, now the shadow is pretty much good on my eyes. I'm gonna go in with a little liner. This is the Revolution, just black eyeliner. It's currently my favourite. It's also cruelty-free, which is great, and vegan. And at just £4, it's super cheap. I'll do that's close enough, isn't it? Now I am going to very quickly throw a coat of foundation over my skin using this slightly old but damp makeup sponge. This needs throwing out now, it's ready. This is probably going to be its final use. I've got a new one ready to go though. If you want full details of all the products I'm using, there's going to be a list down in the description below. This one is a Rimmel foundation, so it's not cruelty free, but I'm still trying to use it up so I can replace it with a cruelty-free one. I'm thinking of trying out a NYX foundation after this. I've heard quite good things about them, and, you know, they are cruelty-free, so... Oh, I could try Focalor, actually. I know they do quite a few different shades of foundation and stuff, but I've not tried one yet. Me and Dan are travelling up to Yorkshire this year there for Christmas, so we're going to be back in Penistone with my parents, and then I'm staying on a few days longer to stay with Sarah Jane and just, like, have some sisters time, you know. Gonna be good. I can't wait. I've missed my sister so much. I know it's only a few months since she visited, but it feels like forever. I can't wait to see her again. I feel like I always talk about how amazing my sister is and you guys don't even know her, so you'll just think, hey guys, what everyone says about your sisters. But no, seriously, my sister is the best. No one can convince me otherwise. I always go really over the top with Christmas presents as well. I always want to try and get people really, like, personal things if I can. Sometimes it's really difficult, like my brother's really difficult to buy for, so I usually just get him to give me a wish list of stuff that he wants and I buy him something off there. But like with Sarah Jane or Dan or like some of my friends, I do always go really over the top and try and get them something a bit special, you know? Now I'm going to take, oh god, I love this. So Focalor also let me pick out a highlighter. This is a like beam baked highlighter powder, and oh my god, look at this. Can you guys see? Let me just cover the mirror. If you guys can see the shimmer on this, you really can't. Why is the camera not showing up how pretty these are? It's amazing. This is the shade Double Gleam, and it's like a gold-based one with like yellowish undertones, which is perfect for my skin, because as pale as I look on camera, I do have very yellow undertones to my skin naturally. So I'm going to take a Spectrum fan brush, these are pretty, and apply a little bit to sort of like the high points of my cheeks here. Again, this is so pretty. I don't know how well this is showing up on camera. I need to get better lighting for this kind of makeup stuff. It's so pretty, and it looks quite natural as well, which is nice. I have to find a lot of highlighters are too pink based to look normal on me. They can look a bit silly, which is why these yellow based ones work so well. I'm also going to take a little, let's take a little tiny brush here and try and highlight the underneath of my brow bone a little bit. Not the underneath of my brow bone, just the underneath of my brow. You know what I'm trying to say, don't you? Now, even though I've already got a bit on, I'm going to put on some more mascara, because this stuff has been wearing off all day. A thing that I think is more common in America than it is in the UK for Christmas is people who spend their Christmas days like volunteering for other people, so like at homeless shelters and charities and stuff like that. In the UK, I honestly would not know where to go on Christmas Day to do something like that. There are probably places, and if so, I think that would be a pretty amazing thing to do. I'd love to maybe do that one year. Maybe a year when I've seen my family a little bit more often, because, you know, at the minute I see my parents like once, maybe twice a year. So the times that I do get to see them, I'm selfish, but I want to make the most of it, you know? So for blush, they sent me this little gorgeous colour here. It's a pinky shade called Tipsy, which is really, really pretty. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the apples of my cheeks. Again, I've got so much on, it's barely showing up on camera. This is the problem with camera makeup. I will have to go way up the top with it. I'm not used to that at all. I quite like this. It's not hugely pigmented, but it's like pigmented to the point where it's easy to build up subtle layers of colour, which I think is better for me because I have a tendency to always like end up going in too heavy at first and ruin everything, and then I have to take it all off and start again. It's a nightmare. So that's good, I like that. In terms of lips, they sent me 2 colours. One of them is, I love the name of this. This is a pink shade called Fuzzy Wuzzy, and this is a gorgeous, like, it's a matte lip product, so it dries to a matte, kind of dry but not cakey kind of texture. But it's glittery and metallic. I love it. I think this is the shade Flitter, I think? I don't know. I'm not wearing my glasses and it's too small to see. Don't judge me. I will put a link to all of these specific products again down in the description below. You know what I'm looking for if you've seen my makeup videos before. Here we go. My Barry M Clear Lip Liner. Oh, it's amazing. It's called Let's Be Clear Lip Fixer. Basically, you can't even see that it's going on here, but I always line my lips with this when I'm not using a regular liner, because it stops the colours from like running and stuff. As I'm getting older, I'm getting more like fine lines around my lips, which leads liquid lip products in particular prone to kind of running a little bit. This stuff is a lifesaver. It stops that happening. I love this colour. It's so much darker than what I'm used to wearing, but I love the sparkle to it. It's not an in-your-face sparkle, it's really subtle, but I like that. I have such uneven lips naturally that I have to try and even them out with lip product, and it's impossible. There we go, I like that. I am basically going to say this makeup look is done. I've had real fun with this. But now I'm in like the Christmas spirit and I want to talk about Christmas more. But I guess I just want to sort of hand the conversation over to you guys at this point and just be like, how do you guys celebrate Christmas? If there was one thing you could do for Christmas this year but you're not doing, what would it be? That's what I'd like to know. For me, I think it would be some kind of like volunteering or helping people out. I think that would be a really great thing to do. And like I say, one year I'm going to do that. I am. But for now, I am going to keep Christmas being about like family and fun and friends and buying people too many presents and eating too much food and drinking silly cocktails with my sister and fun stuff like that. I love that. I'm also really excited because this is Kyra's first Christmas with us. So I've gone a little bit over the top with presents and toys for her, but she's going to love it and I can't wait. I don't know if she opens presents yet. We've not seen that. My old dog Jasper, he used to love opening presents, but I don't know what it's going to be like for Kyra, so we'll see. Either way, I'm excited. Anyway, before this video gets too long, I'm going to end this here. Basically, massive shout out to Folklore for sending me all these makeup goodies and letting me create this look and try out these products, and I really had fun with them. I would definitely buy the eyeshadow palettes again. I love the highlighter. You guys really can't see it on video all that much, but in real life it's so sparkly, but like a subtle sparkle, like a natural looking one. Like this is what highlighter should be for me. I hate the over the top like too glittery ones. Like this is what it should look like. I say as I stare at myself in the mirror for another 10 minutes, just moving my head around. If you want to see more pictures of this stuff, go follow me on Instagram at Rachel Oates. I'll have some better photos of like the makeup and the products and stuff like that. If you want to check out Folklore, their website is folklore.com, not shopfolklore.com. That's like a slightly dodgy version of like someone copying their brand. So folklore.com. I think they said I can get a discount code for some of my viewers if you're interested. So when I get that will be down in the description below. You can use that if you fancy giving these a try as well. Like I say, I'm no makeup expert. I can't sit here and tell you what products are in these and what does this and what does this and that sort of stuff. I'm not an expert like that. I'm just a girl who enjoys makeup, and I know it's cruelty free, which is what's important to me, and I know it's very easy to use and it's fun and I like it. So in that case, I recommend it. I'm just not an expert in like much else. No, but seriously, for now, thank you so much for watching today, everyone. Let me know how you plan to spend Christmas and what you're doing to celebrate this year, especially if you're religious or an atheist, or at least religious but not a Christian. Tell me what you're doing there. That'll be a really interesting little topic conversation. But for now, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you to Folklore, and I will see you guys again soon. I'm so awkward at this stuff. Thank you so much to everyone who watched today and to everyone who is supporting me on Patreon this month, including Gambit and Chauffeur, Deshauwn, Christian Berg, Rachel B. Royer, Jadeon Sheppard, Corthee, Jaylee Moore, Sir Michael Moore, Christian Oates, Sage Villarreal, Greg Ladd, Spencer Young, and Lauren Hart. And to everyone else who's mentioned on this end screen and down in the description below, thank you so much. And to everyone who watches my channel, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays and just a wonderful little December. And thank you all so much.